Hello. This tutorial will guide you through the process of reviewing reports to allow you the ability to monitor your accounts and the funds available or encumbrances. The first report we will review will be the GL 5003 Budget to Actual with Encumbrances by Budget Code. Once you click on that particular tab, it will bring you to the GL 5003 Budget to Actual with Encumbrances by Budget Code report. To pull this particular report, you will place or type in your 4-digit location code. Now this is for the school sites. Once you type in your 4-digit location code, you will click Submit. When you click Submit, this particular report will generate. This report offers a comprehensive breakdown of transactions recorded in the general ledger, and it provides the user with the ability to view specific accounts and the funding that is available in each account. It also allows the user the ability to see the impact of transactions such as encumbrances or debits and credits. By having the ability to view this report, the user is able to track their month-to-date actual, referred to as MTD. You can track your year-to-date actuals, referenced on the report as YTD, encumbrances, and balances. All of that can be viewed on this report. The GL 5003 report also serves as a record of all financial activity related to your general funds, making it useful for auditing purposes. In summary, the GL 5003 report provides a detailed view of your funds. Anything in the funding or in the balance column that has the parentheses around it as shown in this report, those are funds that are owed. The encumbrances are showed under the encumbrance column, and so forth and so on. Your budget is shown in the budget column, MTD and YTD. The GL 5003 Budget to Actual with Encumbrances by Budget Code report offers each user a breakdown of all transactions that have occurred on the accounts that are provided on the report. Next, we will view your GL 5006 Budget to Actual with Encumbrances by Budget Code. Now, on the GL 5006 report, this report is used to retrieve your Title I funds, and it is used by departmental staff or the central office staff to track your budgets. When you pull this particular report, 100, the general funds account number will automatically generate. If you are at central office, you will leave the 100 in there. That's for your general funds. And you will put in your location code and press enter. If you are at a central office or department to pull this particular report, Now, the central office staff do not use Title I funding. Therefore, if you are at a school site, you will put the school's cost center or location code in the cost center location, and you will change the 3-digit code to 159 to pull the Title I funds. Once you pull this particular report, if it's to track your Title I funding, the report will look like this. If it's to just view your central office funding, it will look just like the GL 5003 report. It will look, your funds will generate and it will show you the information needed. Now, this report is used to track Title I funds, and it is used by departmental staff or central office staff to track their budget. This report is used to provide users with information concerning Title I funds and gives an overview and breakdown of transactions and funds available in each Title I account. By having the ability to view this report, the user is able to track their Title I funds by MTD, YTD, encumbrance, and balances. The GL 5006 report also serves as a record of all financial activities related to your Title I funds, making it a useful tool for tracking and keeping up with funds that are available and those funds that are encumbrance. It is important to view this report every so often, whether it's to pull a Title I report using the 3-digit fund coding shown here, or entering your central office departmental cost center code. Your funding will be 100 and your location code will be your department. Once you pull that report, it is crucial that you view this report often, pull it to know your budget. Now, we will move on to the PO 3001 report. That's the purchase order status inquiry. Now, this is a very, very useful report. With this particular report, once you pull it, this is what it looks like. When you pull the PO 3001 purchase order status inquiry, this report allows users to view a detailed status of a specific purchase order, PO, or purchase requisition, PR. And once you pull that report, this is what that report looks like. This particular report displays details about the purchase order itself, like the creation date, vendor information, item details, quantities ordered, and the PO status. On this particular report, we can see that this PO status is fully paid. The PO 3001 report shows details about the encumbered amount, reflecting the funds committed for the purchase order. These are the encumbrances. Once payments are remitted, those payments and other information related to the payments made against the PO, including account number, batch ID, quote numbers, and payment amounts, are all displayed on this report. This report should be printed and filed as a backup record. It can be used to verify items received and can be used if a user is out on sick leave and a backup person has to verify items received at any location, the school or department, to receive them in BusinessPlus so that the accounts payable department can remit payment. This is a very good report to pull and to file if needed and when needed. We do strongly encourage you to pull this report and file it. The next report we will cover will be the PPO 8101. The PPO, let me show it to you out on the main screen. The POPO 8101, Purchase Order Summary by Fund with Line Balance. Once that report is pulled, it looks like this. To get the report, you would need to put in your cost center code. That's your school or department location code. Once that information is in, you will click Submit and the report is pulled. The primary purpose of this report is to help users monitor procurement spending, manage budgets, track open purchase orders, and identify potential issues related to funds allocated for purchases. It allows for reviewing purchase order details. It provides a summary of purchase orders within the system. It organizes the data based on the funding source or funds allocated to the purchase order. This particular report displays the remaining balance or outstanding amounts for each purchase order line item. This indicates how much is left to be received or invoiced against each line on a particular purchase order. The view that you see for this particular department, this department have no outstanding POs, payments, or PO balances. And this is how your report should look at the end of each school year or when closing out a fiscal year. You will pull this report periodically during the year to see what outstanding items you have on the POs you have entered into the system. If you see there are outstanding items or outstanding POs, you will need to contact the vendor to find out a status on the PO. Because many times, if you find this out, you can go ahead, if all payments are made by the AP department and you have communicated with an individual that handles a particular account or vendor, and you find out that all payments have been remitted, you can send an email over to the purchasing department to disencumber or close out that PO that you will not be receiving any more items for. This concludes all of the reports that are used frequently for helping all users keep up with their budget. Those the reports that were covered was the GL 5003, budget to actual with encumbrances by budget, the GL 5006, budget to actual with encumbrances by budget code, the POPO 3001, purchase order status inquiry, and the POPO 8101, purchase order summary by fund with line balance. If you have additional questions or need additional assistance with any of the reports that we have covered, please contact the purchasing department by phone or by email. This concludes this tutorial on many of the reports that can be used to help you keep up with your budget.